Joyce, are you ready for another vertically oriented episode of Dork Squad Reviews?
I didn't even remember the name of our channel.
It's been a hot minute, hasn't it?
It has been. We got a new couch.
Oh, yeah. It exists. It's new. It's not even new to us. It was straight up new.
Straight up brand new.
Really moving on up. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you what you thought about...
What's the name of it?
What did you think of the film Con Games?
What?
2001, starring Eric Roberts and Carl... What is his name? Martin Kove. And, of course, writer, director, starring Tommy Thompson.
First of all, I thought we were about to do a completely different movie.
Like what?
The movie we just watched.
Oh, that one was the shit. But no, I'm talking about Con Games.
Right. My favorite part of the movie was the end when Eric Roberts sings. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Right off the top. Like, that was the best part. That was worth the entire movie.
It is. That is like the climax. Like, that is like the cherry. No, what would you get?
Cherry picking?
What's the term? Like when something awesome happens at the end? The money
Pay
shot?
dirt?
The money. Yeah, the payoff is the credits roll and Eric Roberts is singing.
Yeah, but like you just sort of hear it and you're like, is that Eric? Wait, could it be?
He's a man of many talents.
And it certainly was.
He's not just an actor.
Indeed.
He sang.
He's not just an actor. And now we know him personally. He spoke our names.
He did. But that's another story. But anyway, so Con Games is, if you ever saw, what's that Van Damme movie where he goes to prison? Like, he's like an undercover cop. Tommy Thompson is not an undercover cop. They're just like, you're a guy.
Dude, that guy was awful.
Which guy? Tommy Thompson?
Yeah.
He's really short and very squinty.
Very
what do you
terrible.
Want? Why should I have to go to maximum security prison for, sir?
He was awful. Eric had a beer belly. That was nice.
Dude, and he had weird hair. Like
he had weird hair. Yeah, it was like he had a perm.
If you ever wanted to see Eric Roberts in like a perm mullet, this is about as good as you on that tip.
There was butt rape in the movie.
Oh, well.
I was like, what?
I don't want to say that a butt rape scene is tasteful, but it mostly occurred off screen, and then it's just implied that the rape did happen.
No, they showed his butt.
It does show his butt, but it's not like you don't
That's
see
more
like,
than implied. Butt rape.
No, like it doesn't show anybody like.
Yeah, like what did he do? Something real gross. Was that the movie we watched where he spit in his hand? No, that was a different movie.
No, you're thinking of something completely different. That was an episode of
what was that?
The Aleister Crowley country or whatever it's called.
Oh, it was, yeah.
What is it? No,
Lovecraft
it's not
Country.
Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that was much less tasteful than the prison rape scene.
Forgot about that.
So moving along, this guy who is not a cop, they say like they're like, he used to be in the armed forces, and he's like,
so what if I was?
So basically his dad is in prison, and they come and make a deal with him to narc on the under the warden.
Who is Eric
Roberts. Who is Eric Roberts, because he's dealing drugs in the prison, and the senator's kid was in prison and got killed.
Yeah, the senator's kid got killed.
So he wanted this other guy, Tommy Tomlinson, to go undercover in the prison to suss out.
Right, he's gonna figure out what's going on. There's like a drug smuggling operation, but we don't see much of that in the film. We see like a bag of white powder at one point with a carton of
I
cigarettes.
believe his main goal was to get someone to testify against Eric Roberts was the goal of it, and if he did that, then they were going to release his dad from prison.
Right.
But somehow along the way, there's some kind of hidden money that we find out about. The storyline was kind of like, it didn't make sense.
Nothing made sense.
As you progress through the movie.
It's an amazing film.
Kind of like, what is happening? Why are they doing this? Where are they at?
So the plot really does not make sense. It's very, very just bottom of the barrel, low budget, complete with, like a scene in grandma's house where some guy, Tommy Thompson's grandma died, and that was how he got the film at that location. He has a sister, which doesn't, he speaks to, but does not really play into the plot at all.
There was like the senator's assistant lawyer who somehow keeps playing into it and becomes a love interest. But then she gets attacked.
Who would fall in love with Tommy Thompson?
Oh, what's the Karate Kid guy is in this movie? He's probably the best actor in the movie.
He's visibly drunk, but he is good. He does act his part properly.
He's the best actor in the movie.
Dude, Eric Roberts fucking nailed it, though.
No.
Dude, there's this part where, like, any scene where a prisoner is getting beaten, like, Eric Roberts is, like, smoking a cigarette, like... Which is pretty good.
That was probably better than what Eric did.
Well, no, I'm not a professional.
What's the name of the Karate Kid guy?
Martin Kove.
Martin Kove.
A.K.A. Cobra
That
Kai.
guy's got villainasmic charisma.
Yeah, Joyce and I were saying, like, he really should have, like, why wasn't he not the bad guy in, like...
He should have been in a lot more
action
movies.
Yeah, he should have
like, definitely a 007 movie he should have been in as a villain, for fucking sure.
Right, because he doesn't even have to do anything. You're just like, you see his face and you're like, oh, fuck that guy.
Right, like he's got the look and he carries it well.
Right, I feel like he really enjoys being a fucking prick and everything he is, so.
Yeah, so I don't understand what happened with him. He must have just not been able to take jobs because he was drunk all the time.
He was drunk. So any other positive? I thought that, everything good about the film is, like, unintentionally good. Like, there's this part where they're shooting at Tommy Thompson with a rocket launcher, and it's just, like, these fake-looking explosions, and it's like...
But they'll be, like, running in one
that?
direction and going in another direction, and you're like, weren't they just running in this direction? Why are they now somewhere else?
Yeah, there's, like, an escape scene at the end, and it's like, why did they...
And they escape at the exact same spot where Martin Kove apparently has a house? Like... Because he took the lawyer there and tried to have sex with her, and she ran off. Remember that?
I remember.
And then at the end of the movie, they're at the same place when they escape from the prison
they
somehow.
They only had so many sets for this bad boy. You gotta use your imagination.
Right, but it was blatantly, obviously, the same place. So it just was kind of like, why are they in the same place? What are they doing? Where are they going?
Should we reveal the spoiler as to what happens to Martin Kove at the end of the movie?
Sure.
They just show him he apparently shoots himself and like just
like,
for
but
no reason.
Why though?
But yeah, he doesn't. Nothing's happening. He's just like, well, I can't be in the movie anymore.
But like initially in the beginning of the movie, it was supposedly his idea to send this guy into the prison, and then come to find out he's in cahoots with Eric Roberts, and they try to pull the plug, but you're like, why did you come up with the idea in the first place? And now you're pulling the, like, what was the
senator
fucking
was like,
point?
I didn't even want to do this, but
right?
Cobra Kai
What was the point of sending him in at all?
I guess he was looking for a reason to shoot himself.
And then there was a warden who was helping him find information. He's the warden. Why doesn't he just do something himself?
And he wasn't. Yeah. Nothing
Eric
made sense.
works for him. Like,
okay, bottom line, because this is getting too long. Was the film entertaining?
Yes.
I give it, as far as entertainment value, I'd give it like a 4 out of 5. Like, at no point did I want to turn it off. I wasn't bored. I was confused. And I realized that I was watching a complete turd. But it was entertaining.
It was definitely entertaining. I would not go with a 4 out of 5.
Who would you recommend this film to?
Anybody that loves Eric Roberts.
Anybody
Martin
that
Kove.
loves Cobra Kai or Eric Roberts. Anybody that loves horrible action movies or, laughably bad movies. If you
Anybody
can
that
find
likes butt rape.
if you can find Con Games.
We actually own this.
See, this
one is
might be
legal.
the first film that we have reviewed on our review show that we own a copy of.
Well, sometimes we watch on YouTube, and that's not our fault.
Yeah, and I think Netflix, we've seen a couple things on Netflix.
Yeah, so it's not always bad over here.
But some of them just appear in our TV and we don't know how.
Yeah. It's
Anyway,
Wi-Fi.
Con Games 2001, starring Eric Roberts and Martin Kove.
Get you some.
Get you at least a case of beer, if 5 or 6 beers apiece
Yeah.
for you and your friends, because it's going to be a hell of a ride.
You and your lady friend.
Yeah, or you and your lady, like Tommy Thompson. He's got a lot of shirtless scenes. That's enough to keep the ladies busy, You need a little anticipation built up while for the little after film shenanigans. It worked for me.